Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord your God, He is the one who goes with you. He will not leave you, nor forsake you. Today I failed my driver's test after working so hard toward it and being so confident that I would pass and finally be able to add an extra hour of free time to my life by taking myself to work. And I found myself in great need of encouragement, and God pointed me to this verse. Now, I didn't feel like He had forsaken me. I knew that wasn't the case. I knew that it was just a minor failure, and sometimes, in order to do something great, it requires more than one attempt. But so often, when we fail, especially in our faith, it can feel to us like God has turned His back on us, otherwise forsaken us. But that's not the case, because in our walk with God, He knows that we're struggling against our flesh. But for those of us who seek His face, His grace, where our sin abounds, His grace abounds that much more for those of us who seek it. When we fail, when we make mistakes, God doesn't turn His back on us. We have no reason to be afraid of the challenges that we face. As this verse says, be strong and of good courage. Do not fear nor be afraid of them. For the Lord your God, He is the one who goes with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. And there's a lot of fear going around in the world. But we don't have to fear because God has not turned His back on us. Because Christ took the punishment for all of our sin forever. He took it upon Himself and He received it into Himself. He became it and suffered and died on the cross, taking our punishment that we deserve. And then we received His righteousness because He received our sin into Himself and He buried it with Him. And He rose from the dead on the third day, but He rose without our sin. It was us. It was literal and symbolic to how we were justified by God's grace through His sacrifice. And when Christ on the cross was crying out, my God, my God, my God, my God, why have you forsaken me? He really was forsaken, but only for a little while, because He was suffering the full wrath of God on the cross, taking the punishment for what we deserved. He experienced separation from God. But we don't have to experience that separation because of what Christ has done for us, and we can be assured that God goes with us through all our challenges. And we can rest assured that when we stumble in anything in life, whether it be directly our walk and our faith with God, or whether it be something else we're doing in life, because everything we do in life, we can apply our faith to it. And we can rest assured that God is going with us and that He has not forsaken us. And so many people, especially now, are just afraid of everything that's going on and starting to condemn modern society. And I can see why, and and people being fearful of the vaccine, and I can understand why. And I myself won't be getting the vaccine, and I don't encourage anybody else to get it either. But as far as modern society, having society like, I hear so many conspiracy theorists, especially ones who claim to be Christians. I hear so many of them say that it's a sin to be part of a society and society is evil. No, society, there's nothing wrong with society. It's the people in it that make it bad. The Bible actually encourages to us to have civilizations and communities, but our sinful nature tends to make it not, shall we say, always ideal. I know I use the word ideal a lot, or people who know me personally will tell you I use the word ideal a lot, but it's just a word that works. Something I want to point out in Isaiah 54:17. Come on. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. This has a translation in 1 Samuel 14:6. If I can go to it. Switching hands. Really did not think this through. That's okay. When we wing it, when God lays something on our heart, that's when sometimes the best messages come out. 1 Samuel 14:6. Gonna flip to the wrong one. Yep. So in 1 Samuel 14, verse 14:6, it's the word is keleh. It means armor. This word can be used to refer to any type of tool or implement that serves a specific purpose: articles of worship, jewelry, clothing, yokes for oxen, sailing vessels, musical instruments, instruments of judgment, weapons in a figurative sense, literal weapons, and the tools of a shepherd. Even people can be vessels. I am forgotten like a dead man, out of mind. I am like a broken vessel. So no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Nothing the enemy can throw at us, and nothing that this world can throw at us. And so many people are afraid of these vaccines being mark of the beast. And like I said, while I don't encourage getting one, I will say that they're probably not mark of the beast. The Bible is very clear that there will be no uncertainty when the mark of the beast comes out. You will know for a fact what is mark of the beast when it does come, and because you will have to get it or they'll kill you. But for those of us who trust in God, He will never leave us or forsake us in any of our challenges in life. And personally, I think I don't necessarily agree with a lot of people when they think that we're in the end times. Of course, we are closer every day, every moment than we were before. But I've discussed in videos in the past that I don't necessarily agree with the idea that we are in the end times now, but then again, I don't know, because of that day and hour knoweth no man, knoweth not, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. It's up to the Father, and He's the one who knows. And it's the same God who knows, who we can trust to never leave us or forsake us. And in His protection, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. We can face life boldly and bravely. Even in our failures, we can get back up, knowing that He has forgiveness ready for us, and that He has a plan ready for us. He will make a way where there seems to be no way. Anyways, guys, I just felt this on my heart to get it out there. And happy late St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. God bless you all.